Hello, welcome back to ancient Egypt, more specifically, Perwadjet. The 10 nobles still struggle to unite the lands of the Nile under one supreme leader, ruler. To aid them in that cause, it is hoped that you will endeavour to establish a thriving community in Perwadjet in the humid delta region of Lower Egypt, thus spreading their influence throughout the land of the sacred river, that's the Nile, you and me. To support a population larger than the village, you must learn to use agriculture. That's what I just said. Egyptian farmers have begun to exploit the rich, fertile soil deposited by the annual inundation of the Nile River for growing crops. The Nile can be hazardous, however, many dangers lurk along its banks and in its waters, such as deadly crocodiles, hippopotami, and malaria-carrying mosquitoes.
Hippopotamuses and malaria-carrying mosquitoes.
That's what I just said. Anyway, to the city. Here we are. Well, first cities of a reasonable size, I think. They do get bigger than this. In fact, the map sizes of Pharaoh, I think, some of the largest that you can get in a series. Anyway, this is how it works. Somebody goes from the work camp into the field, do some stuff, and then, I don't know. Each year, the Nile floods its banks, replenishing the depleted soil on the floodplain with the rich, fertile mud. Peasants harvest the annual crop just before inundation and deliver it to your granaries. Because there's only one harvest per year, make sure your city has enough granaries to store a sufficient amount of food for your growing population. Cheers! Right, and here we are. The Nile doesn't burst its banks anymore, I don't think, because of the Aswan Dam. Which is great if you live near the place, your home's not getting flooded, but you do have to replace all their sort of fresh silts brought by the inundation with artificial fertiliser, which, if nothing else, is expensive. Anyway, that's enough of modern Egypt. Let's go back to ancient Egypt. We're 50 years on from where the last place took place. Trying to figure out if I've moved up a generation yet. There's no way of knowing. I might be on by Jingo the second by now. Possibly even by Jingo the third. There. Stick that across like that. Still got plenty of money now. I've got twice the amount of Deben that had when it started the Thinis campaign, but there's no way of making money on this city. There's no gold to mine, there's nobody to trade with. Not available in this assignment. There are no other cities, apparently. This is how it looks. You put that through there and you just fill it all up with figs. Who likes figs? Why? I don't know if they even have figs. Maybe I'm doing them a disservice, but I somehow doubt it. Anyway, that's all anyone's having to eat in this city. Presumably it's the only thing that grows in the soil. I'm going to put a few more fig farms down here. And then a work camp. I'll put a work camp there. Now work camps are really bad for desirability, almost as bad as mines, I think. You don't want to live next door to a work camp, or at least I certainly don't. And I would resent anyone telling me to do so. I don't know what's wrong with them. I think they're just noisy, full of labourers and such like. What the hell was that? Anyway, let's let these people move in. Let's provide some goods and services. So there's the water supply. You'll notice, because we are in the delta, the Nile Delta, it's so humid. Look at the water table. It's just lush everywhere. There's wood, reeds, hippopotami, figs. There's no worries about water tables in human maps. Now, arid maps, there is. But there is worries about malaria. The police station and architect's post and a firehouse. And we'll build a village palace there. To make sure it doesn't fall down, I'm going to put an architect's post there. Now they should be happy because apparently it's very desirable living next to the village palace. I don't know why either. I mean, great, put me next to the town hall. I'm not going to upgrade my house because of it. Sorry. Right. So there we are. As soon as the water carrier there deigns to grace us with his presence. Any minute now. There he is. And he's gone the wrong way. Doofus. That's Snefru. Oh really? Let's listen to that again.
I like living here, but if I were running the town, I'd do some things differently.
Oh yeah? Well, if your city management is as good as your sense of direction, I sincerely doubt it, young man. Well, at least he's not gone wandering through the fields. Oh, never mind. On later levels you can build roadblocks which stops this kind of ridiculous nonsense. I don't know why you have to wait until mission 4, I think. There we go. They've got 20 employees. There's an unemployment rate of 33%. Probably ought to do something about that. Temple to Osiris. It seems only right because Osiris, being the god of the Nile, and this is, you know, what the mission's all about. Build a festival square. Let's put a festival square that side. We don't actually have to attach to anything, and lots of times it's not particularly good to attach it to anything, what with it being a crossroads. And it's holding. I was going to hold a festival to Osiris, but I don't know if he'd appreciate it. I think he needs some more shrines first before he deigns to consider it. So what might be an idea is to just build like a row of... Build that along there, and that's up there, and we'll stick some granaries, 2 I think. There, and then a bazaar there. I don't know, juggler's school and a booth, because why not? How decadent. We haven't got any food to eat, but we've got some jugglers. So they're busy sort of out in the fields. See, the work camp is sending out these fellas here. Good, because that's what you'll be doing. What was his name again?
I'm ready to work.
Kakaparasneb. Kakaparasneb. That wasn't so hard, I don't know what I was worried about. A lot of people need jobs. I'm ready to work. Labourers say nothing else. Not so much labourers as like drones. I'm ready to work. How are you feeling today? I'm ready to work. Great, let's have a broken arm. I'm ready to work. Perhaps you're severely repressed and, you know, saying anything else results in some summary execution. I don't know. What do I know? I just govern the place. Anyway, look at all those figs.
I have to go clear across
the city with these goods. It'll take all day. Yeah, they're the whingiest people ever. They get quite irritating after a while. So, it's fig noodles for everyone. Along with fig stew and figgy pudding. Figs as well. Just figs for everyone, really. We can get people employed now. What that basically said is potters. Like, the people need things to do, so you give them jobs, like working at the clay pit. So these, and there's 2 potters for every clay pit. 3, 4. Oh, that looks fair enough. It's intersections, they're just terrible. Hey, they found some employment. So we'll put a firehouse there for the potters and a clay pit, an architect's post for the clay pit. Clay pits can't catch fire. I don't think anyway. Well, because they can't in real life, but right. Fire. No, my mistake. Apparently clay pits can catch fire. Oh, the granary's about to burn down and nobody's doing anything about it. Fortunately, it's the empty one. So there's 1,052 figs. That's going to last us all year, and it's all anyone's going to eat. Incidentally, you can't grow your houses very far with just one type of food. Thankfully. You need a variety of foods. I think it's up to about 4 for the top tiers. Anyway, oh, somebody's caught malaria. What did they do that for? It's an apothecary there, and a physician there to keep everyone hale and hearty. We still learning about having all houses on the outside and service in the inside. It also keeps, strange thing to say, about houses apart from each other, because apparently they all have downward effects. Until you get to above ordinary cottage. So these sturdy huts will be having an effect on that ordinary cottage. If there's a crude hut there, it'll be having an effect on that, on everything really. So the more low quality houses are together, the more of an impression they have on desirability. Which I guess makes sense. The palace has been robbed. Huh. I'd like to know what that policeman was doing. Seriously, I tried to foresee that. And now I'm in debt. Oh, it's okay. You're hereby granted additional funds. That's what I tried to avoid in the last mission, because it's very likely. Oh, that's why. He's too busy just strolling off there. See, that's what happens. Don't try to stop me. I don't think anyone can stop you. The police are too busy wandering across all over the place. They've gone for a... Now, how much does he take? About 75. I mean, I'd rather you didn't. Never mind. Problem's fixed now, possibly. I don't know. People are very pleased with me. Oh, 0% unemployment. Full employment. Keynes be praised. I've forgotten to build a storage yard. That's where that's where everything that isn't food goes. And just like the granary, people from the bazaar pick it up. It might do better off if we turn that into a full circle, like that. Or it might just look like a mess. See, what I would do ordinarily is put a roadblock there. So that's just like a self-contained area. And now we wait for something to... Ooh! Municipal structures. Great job, you've got some industry up and running. Have I? Oh. Hey, I can build a roadblock at last. Hurrah! Why we had to wait until mission 3. The end of mission 3 before we could. So you place a roadblock there and that stops people wandering off. So we'll put a roadblock there. A roadblock there. A roadblock there. A roadblock there. No, yes. No, roadblock there. And a roadblock there. Thus making everything so much more efficient, because now these walkers aren't just wandering off all over the place. Now this is a bit of a bug on this mission. Because I'm playing on a hard difficulty, well, harder than very easy, these normal cottages need more entertainment, but the entertainment's not supplied. Also, you notice sort of juggler stages there can entertain 400 people, city coverage above average. What you tend to have to do in the later missions is put in more jugglers booths than you really need. So you'll do something like that. Or like dancing pavilions or whatever. To bring it up to perfect. No, that's not working either. Having said that, they haven't got any pottery either. Because these people have been really idle. Come on, get a wiggle on. You've got some pottery, but you haven't got any food. Why haven't you got any food? I'll probably because we run out. Oh, look at all those figs. What's for dinner tonight? Figs.
No one can accept
these goods? That's okay. I can use the rest. Like hell you are, you. There we go. You're going over there before you get drowned by the floods. They will just sit there and drown rather than have the initiative to just park a little bit further up and then wait. It's quite distressing watching all this like food that you prepared for the year just get swept away by the current like that. Oh, not a perfect inundation. Have some money. Nobody's telling me which by Jingo I am, whether I'm by Jingo the 3rd or not. Still, that's a fine harvest. So what I do like to do is set my granaries to get maximum of whatever food, and storage yards to accept. So what does it? If the granaries are full, it goes to the storage yard, and then when the granary is slowly empty, the granaries then go and pick up stuff from the storage yard to put into the granary. You see what I mean? Oh! Well, that's half of the. I'm going to build an architect's post now. Feels a bit futile. Oh dear. You see, when the building gets destroyed, it takes all the whatever was in there. So yeah, that's all that food has just disappeared. Apparently, all the figs have been crushed. Which, if you've been eating figs for the last 3 years non-stop, you might not see a particularly bad thing. Apart from it's the only thing you've got to eat. So here's what I do. He goes out, but once he finds some employees, yeah, they go out, pick it up, bring it back. I'm going to build another bazaar, because they're not getting supplies over there. And it's irritating me no end.
These goods will make welcome additions to the
bazaar. I'm sure they will. Wrong bazaar though. Why aren't you picking up food? Oh, there you go. Finally, they must have heard me.
These goods will make welcome
additions to the bazaar. Huh.
This city isn't too bad.
Oh,
Maybe
what do you
I
think,
just carry
sir?
baskets now.
But one day I will run the bazaar.
Maybe I just carry baskets.
But they're all
now.
going to run the
But
bazaar.
one day I'll run the bazaar.
There we go, we've got 2 sets of bazaars distributing goods now. So there. Yeah, the programmers didn't think this through. What you actually have to do to win this mission is put the difficulty down to very easy, so that those ordinary cottages can grow up into better ones. Because you see, this house cannot evolve as there's too little entertainment to be found in this location. But you can't provide any other kind of entertainment. Instead of the next step up with musicians. So, this isn't like a get out or anything. This is the only way you can finish this thing. It's ever since they patched it up, I think. They introduced a patch quite late on that just causes damage. So you put it down to very easy, and then you win. You can't win otherwise. Anyway, that's Perwadjet. Oh, Perwadjet. Otherwise it's mythic. Sorry, I was thinking about that before I started this video. Like, if it wasn't in the Niles Delta, it could well be in the West Midlands. Perwadjet. Do I want to continue governing for 2 more years? Hell no. Superb!
Your own citizens are beginning.
You completed this mission successfully, but Peck the Third still reigns in this city. Supreme in this city. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm by Jingo the Third. So that's that. Neighbouring cities also hail you as a provider in times of need. I don't know if I should have got some kind of request. Oh, occasionally other cities will request goods and services from you. Sometimes the Pharaoh does, and then it's often a good idea to comply. Anyway, that's Perwadjet. I will join you next time in the city that I can't remember the name of. So I'll see you then.